Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about products that I actually use for my Maltese. If you guys didn't know, I have a Maltese dog. You may have seen him in my vlogs or in other videos. He's actually 1 year old now. So I wanted to double back to the video that I originally posted in December, I think, talking about products that I use for him. So I wanted to let you know what I actually ended up using and what I didn't end up using. If I forget something, please let me know, because I had a lot of products. So some things really worked for me. Some things I ended up buying brand new that I didn't mention in the video before. So just bear with me. If there's anything I missed, I will put it in the comments below. Anything that I got, I will try to link it in the description box as well. Oh, if you guys want to see him, he's sleepy, but this is my baby. He just came from the groomers. He's so done. He's so done, but he's so chill right now, and I love it. But him is tired, so I'm gonna let him go back to sleep, or he might sit in my lap. I don't know, he might sit in my lap. We'll see. So without further ado, let's get into this video and I'll show you guys what all I got. So first couple of things, since I go from like household to household, I needed some place to store his items. So I bought these baskets. They came with 3 different sizes. So I bought these baskets for Drew's to like put all of his things in one place so that I wouldn't have to like bring everything back and forth. I use his carrier a lot, which I'll feature in the video somewhere. I don't use it as much anymore because I like for him to walk places now. I don't prefer to carry him. I prefer for him to walk. So I don't use his carrier anymore, but that was a really good buy. Anytime I had somewhere to go, I put him in his carrier. He knew to go into his carrier, and it was just a great purchase on my end. Another thing that I bought him, I don't remember what's, oh, his leash. Another thing that I ended up buying was a second lead. So this one was just a retractable one compared to the one that was just like a long leash. I like this one a little better because I can stop it and kind of control the length of how far he can go. So that's why I sometimes use that. I keep that here. I like to have something for here and something for my house. Another thing are just clothes. I'm a clothes freak, you guys know that. So he has like his pajamas. He has his sweater that he used to wear. I bought more sweaters over time. He has shirts, like my best friends, when he was staying with them, they bought him a shirt. So he has clothes. That's something that we constantly buy him, that are constantly here, especially with the seasons changing. He's gonna find himself in more clothes. Another thing that I purchased for him was this mat. This is just something for him to lay on when he doesn't want to be on the cold floor, because Drew has hardwood floors now, so he has that mat and he uses that whenever he wants, pretty much. I don't really force him on it. He'll sometimes sleep on the couch or he'll sleep on the floor itself. Another thing is treats. I used to use all kinds of treats with him. And he's such a finicky eater. When he was a baby, he used to eat these a lot, and they were good for helping him with his teething. I didn't give them to him all the time. I only gave it to him when I knew that his teeth were coming out. So I just kept this to show you guys what packaging I use. So this is the puppy teething rings. I got these off of Amazon. You can also find them in places like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods. If you ever are looking for these, that's where I would get these from. Those are really good. Don't give your dog too many of those though. Just I would break them off and give them to him, and he would chew on it and his teeth would fall out. Over time, I tried different treats to see what he liked. When he was little, he used to eat these puppy bites, soft puppy bites. Sometimes he'll like things with beef. Lately, I'm realizing that he likes beefy flavored things. He's not a fan of salmon. He's not really a fan of lamb, and he also doesn't like peanut butter or apple flavored things. So there, just my dog maybe. Try with your dog. But Lately, the treats that I give him are treats that are real chicken or real beef, no rawhide, because rawhide upsets little dogs' tummies. So I don't give him any rawhide with his treats. They're usually real dried meat or things like that. As far as dog food, I would give him, what was the name of the dog food? Oh my gosh. Now that I'm talking about it, I can't remember what kind of dog food I used to give him. As far as dry food, I would give him, what's it called? Royal Canine. I would give him Royal Canine Maltese. He really, really liked that. There was an issue when he was a baby where he would have diarrhea or kind of throw up. So when I took him to the vet recommended Royal Canine, or I believe it was like a special diet of Purina dry dog food. If I can find them, I'll put them in the links for you, but that's what I would give him when he was a puppy. He still really likes Royal Canine, but lately I started feeding him wet food because it looks like real food, so you can stop looking at my food. So now I feed him Fresh Pet. He really likes beef. He'll also like the chicken. Beef and chicken are his two favorite things. So those are the main ones that I give him. I buy the small rolls and you can refrigerate them. I kind of like cut it up for him and put it in his bowl, and he's usually good if I do it that way for him. Other things that I've purchased, I purchased this nail grinder. This was $2 at PetSmart. This brand is Conair Pro Dog. So I bought this for him to grind his nails because sometimes I don't feel like paying $12 to $15 to grind nails. Like, I can grind nails at home, and we use these on our Beagle as well. So they have different size graters on here, so we switch him out. He's pretty good about sitting to get his nails grinded, so this is what I use for him. Other grooming things that I use that I believe, oh, I have it, I thought I left it. Other grooming things that I use for him, now that we're on the subject, is this 4Dogs whitening shampoo. I don't bathe him a lot. I'd rather just take him to the groomers and not deal with it because he'll fight and things like that. I really don't have time. So I will sometimes use this kind of in between his grooming appointments. I will also use, which I use this a lot, this is his leave-in organic conditioning spray. I use this to basically fluff him out, so I'll spray it on him, and then I'll use these metal combs to fluff him. And he usually cooperates. He doesn't really get fussy unless I know that he has matted hair that I have to go in and like work out. He'll fight me for that. But when it's just an easy day, he'll let me groom him. I can spray him with the leave-in spray and then use this comb or the bigger one. And he usually sits still. It helps if you give him a treat as you're doing it. At least I give my dog a treat while I'm doing it. And he cooperates. Sorry, that was with hair. These are, I don't know what brand this is. Calf Help pet combs. And these are the metal ones, silver, whatever you want to call them. I'll link them in the description box. But these are really, really good for detangling. These are actually what his groomer recommended for me when he was a puppy. And I still use these to this day. This is really, really good. Way cheaper than buying it in the store. Other items that I use this to see if it would work. These are naturally derived tear stain removers. It says that you're supposed to use it every day for it to work. I tried it for about 3 weeks and didn't really see a change, but I can say I tried. What really is starting to work, and I'm really glad that I have this, is the Angel Eyes tear stain wipes. This is way better than using the tear stain chews in my opinion, because I use the chews, or really the powder. I used the powder and he ate it with no problem, but I didn't see a change in his tear stains. The tear stains still came. They were still very dark, and I was still dealing with it kind of getting stuck on his skin and everything. I would comb it, still get stuck. So I don't recommend the powder or the chews. I recommend the wipes. The wipes are really good. Other items that I use for his grooming, I got these combs from Amazon. These are what I use. Now I have another one too that's probably in here, like these. But these are what I use to comb out the tear stains. These are really, really good because they're really, really fine. If you need to get the ones that are like in the crevice of the eye, I use this little comb, which also came from Amazon. This is really good because it's really, I can do this very gently and he won't get irritated with me just combing away underneath his eye. He's okay with these more than the blue ones. This I bought as a brush for him, but it didn't really work, so I wouldn't recommend it. This is a Fur Remover Duo. This works more for my Beagle than it does my Maltese. So if you're ever trying to get like dog hair off of you, this works. But as far as like brushing the dog, it doesn't really make a difference. Let's see, other items that I use. Oh, this is the powder that I was talking about. So the natural tear stain removing powder. Don't buy this. This made no difference whatsoever. Other items that I bought for him, his bowls I still use. I like to, oh, this is his lead with his harness that I still use for him because this is the one that he likes the most and it's just easier to put on. Still use the More Clothes jacket. This came from Five Below. Still wears these, by the way. Amazon. I use these poop bags whenever I take them for a walk. I always bring these with me. These are really, really good just to have like on you. I also have the thing that they came in, but I don't believe I have it with me. I don't have it with me. So there's that. What I use for fleas and ticks, he uses the Simparica Trio as part of his health plan. So I get those monthly. Last time I took him there because he was at the a good enough weight for me to take a couple of them home. I have a couple of them that I have at home that I give him. I don't know if I have any on me. Well, yeah, it comes in this little bag. So the Simparica Trio. I want to make sure it doesn't have any of my, I won't show y'all this, it has my information on it, but Simparica Trio from his doctor. Whenever I take him to the groomers, they mistakenly gave me a pink one because they thought he was a girl, but it's fine. What I bought recently are these collars because they have bells on them because he's a little sneaky guy. You want one, Jet Jet? You want a collar? I won't give you my good one. I'll give you this blue one. You can't have a good one. Come here. These are nice because they come with bells on them so I can hear him because sometimes he gets away from me in the house and I don't know where he is. So I bought a whole bag of them. They come in different colors. I think I paid like $8 for them if I'm not mistaken. It could have been less. I'll link them on my, what do you call it, description box for you guys. But little cute collar. I wear the ones, or I give him ones that kind of match my outfit so that we match. You tired? I know you tired, sweet boy. Yeah, no, sweet boy. So I, as you can see, I keep him near me, but he sometimes gets away from me. And then I still also use his travel mugs. These are good for whenever we're going somewhere and I just need to put water in his bowl or give him food in a bowl. I'll put it in there and he's usually good. I actually need to feed you. It's time to eat. So those are things that I currently use. Another item that I use, two items that aren't with me, are his car seat. So I have a car seat for him because he likes to sit in my lap, which isn't good, especially when I'm trying to drive. So I have a car seat from him that I bought from Amazon, and I also bought him a pen. The pen is where he dwells during the day when I'm at work. So instead of having him in his playpen that you guys have seen in the past, he's kind of outgrown that and he knows how to flip it over. Didn't take long for him to figure out how to flip it over. So he has an actual metal pen that's in the house that he can lay in, and it's big enough. It's plenty of space for him where he can run around in there. He can sleep in his bed and just kind of have his own space. And with the car seat is just a good way for me to keep him safe. I can hook his harness to it and he's good to go. So those are all the products that I use that I can think of for my Maltese. Any questions you guys have for me, you can put them in the comments below. You can always message me if you have questions. But I hope that you guys found this video helpful and give me a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys next time.